Yo, 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 yo. Yo. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into these game sevens that happened today. We're going to start it off with the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. Then we're going to go with the game that pretty much just ended. And then Minnesota Timberwolves and the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets. There will be a new champion this year, seeing that Denver got knocked out. As far as my playoff predictions, I got all of them right, except, well, actually, no, I didn't get them all right. Celtics, I think I had Celtics in 6, but if they was a team that I knew that they could be, they should win in 5, which they end up doing. The Thunder and Dallas. I think I picked OKC in that one, if I'm not mistaken. I think I picked them in about 7 games, 6 or 7 games. Kyrie, the combination of Kyrie and Luka has been tremendous, but the emergence of PJ Washington for that team really came down big time. You know what I'm saying? He has some big shots. It kind of reminds me of what Grant Williams was for the Boston Celtics the year that we actually made it to the finals. That's what he kind of reminds me of a little bit. Just that guy that, you like, why they keep leaving this dude open, but they keep leaving him open to take the shot and dare him to beat him, and he's beating him. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. You tip your cap off to the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I mean? I told you they got 2 killers over there. They got a killer in Luka, and they damn sure we already know what Killer Kai out here doing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, I think the next series I did have the Timberwolves beating the Nuggets. I want to say I had them in 7. I want to say I had them in 6 or 7 games, but I had that one right. And Indiana and the Knicks, I had the Knicks in like 6 or 7 as well. It's unfortunate, the Knicks couldn't get it done tonight. I don't know what the Knicks' game plan was tonight. It just, they just pretty much got jumped on from Jump Street. It just seems like the Pacers wanted it more. Guys were just flying around all over the pace. Let me say this real quick. This dude, TJ McConnell, this dude is extremely important, to the Indiana Pacers. Extremely important. I don't understand why. He's probably not even starting, to be honest. But I kind of get it, but to a certain degree, I don't get it. But he came off the bench, and as always, he always gives them a tremendous spark off the bench. This is something Boston is going to have to definitely pay. They got to pay attention to this guy. You know what I'm saying? They have to pay attention to T.J. McConnell coming off the bench for the Pacers in that series. We'll definitely do a breakdown of the series. So it is what it is. But Halliburton came out guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? He came out ready to let the clip ride, and he did that. You know what I'm saying? Was out there going back and forth with some of the fans out there in New York. So, you could tell them boys was ready to play. The Knicks, was they had a hell of a year. You know what I'm saying? They did a lot of overachieving this year. A lot of people didn't expect them to probably even get out of the first round with all the injuries that they had. And not only did they end up getting to the playoffs, and they end up being the number goddamn 2 seed, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? I think they were number 2, if I'm right. I think it was, yeah, they were number 2. So for them to climb all the way up and get to the 2nd seed, you just got to give them a lot of credit. You give Jalen Brunson a lot of credit for carrying that team, and his teammates that he had on that team with the Villanova players, pretty much Dante Devinchenko. You had Josh Hart on that team. These dudes won championships together in college, so they're finally just making their way back, pretty much to the East Coast. They all been pretty much playing in the West. They find their way to the East Coast and pair on a team in the East, kind of close to Philly. Villanova, the actual college that they actually went to. So, it was good to see that. You know what I'm saying? It was good to see them be able to do what they. I thought they would get it done and get to the next round, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I would have thought Boston and Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals, the Garden. I can only imagine Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum just going crazy in the Garden. You know what I'm saying? Just putting everybody to shh, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, maybe not this year. Well, unfortunately, not this year. So, it was what it was. But we will be going to the Pacers, and that will be a rocky-ass goddamn crowd. They're going to be turned up to the max when we get out there in Indy, so that's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun series right here, man, between Boston and the Pacers, man. I think this is going to be a real test for Boston. They've been dealing with a lot of injuries as far as the teams they've been playing. Boston also has one of their key pieces out, so I think he's out for the first couple games for this series. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna sleep on it and then come back and actually give y'all a prediction for the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals. But I just wanted to talk about the game. Like I said, the Pacers just out hustled them. And, their starting five was just better than their five at the end of the day. It is what it is. I mean, you got everybody pretty much in double digits. Where the Knicks, Devinchenko had to go off for 39. Hart only had 10. Jalen Brunson left the game early and only had 17. Shout out to Burks, though, man. Burks came off the bench and gave him a hell of a spark. But, it just wasn't enough, man. They just pretty much jumped on their ass, and they was hot. I mean, they was hot shooting out there. 67% from the field, 54% from the three-ball line. That's going to be tough to beat. I don't care what you're talking about. Like, that's tough to beat. You motherfuckers is getting hands in people's faces and motherfuckers taking bad shots and nailing them bitches. Like, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? So, it was what it was. The Knicks only shot 42%, 37% from the three-ball line. That's not going to cut it with a team that's out here shooting 13 for 24, 54%, shooting 67% from the fucking entire field. Like, that's tough to beat. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that the Knicks had a decent game. You know what I mean? I can't say they played like trash. They had a decent game. The Pacers were just hot. You know what I'm saying? The Pacers was hot. Maybe they had the magnets in the ball. Who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they had the magnets in the ball or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But them niggas was extremely hot. You know what I'm saying? Weirdly hot. I mean, Naismith went 8 for 8, 2 for 2. I mean, he looked like a brand new player out here playing for the Pacers tonight. You know what I mean? So, it was what it was. But salute to the Pacers, man. Can't wait to see that series against the Boston Celtics. That's going to be a fun one right there. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a fun one. We're going to get to a lot of different breakdowns of this particular series. And there's a lot riding on this series right here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Anyway, let's come over to the other game tonight that just pretty much finished happening, and that's the Minnesota Timberwolves have defeated the defending champs and the Denver Nuggets, as I told y'all niggas they would. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's son out here. You know what I'm saying? He was all right. You know what I'm saying? He had some big shots here and there. He played some defense and stuff like that. So he found ways to keep himself involved in the game, even when he wasn't having the best of best shooting nights. You see what I'm saying? I thought a lot of his shots, to be honest, was kind of rushed. Some of his passes was kind of rushed as well. But, like I said, he's still growing as a player. You know what I mean? This is where the vets like Mike Conley and having guys like Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, you know what I'm saying? Naz Reid came off that bench and gave him a hell of a spark too, not only with defending, but just giving different looks. Like when Gobert's in the game, Gobert is more of a guy, you just pick and rolling and maybe you dishing it down or you catching him for a lob. But when Naz Reid and Karl Anthony Towns is in the game and you running your pick and roll action and shit like that, motherfuckers got to guard that. Those are two big men that can fucking shoot. So that leaves the floor pretty much wide the fuck open. You know what I'm saying? For you to be able to run your offense efficiently the way that you want and seek out matchups without, the defense really having a counter. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like they did a lot of great things tonight, especially down the stretch of this game. They started off very flat, very flat. And I thought at one point in time, I was like, man, I was making some food for for my kids and shit, and I'm just sitting there watching it. I'm like, man, Denver about to get these niggas the fuck out of here, man. This is some bullshit. They gonna let the Joker get a third MVP. Fuck around, gonna get this nigga the title and shit. Yeah, I was low key salty. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. Big Yoke was out there. I was like, oh man, this is some bullshit, man. They gonna let this dude get a third. They don't let this dude get a third MVP. And they ain't about to let this nigga get another championship, bro. Come on, man. This is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, low key, I was a little salty watching the game, hating a little bit. I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean. We gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I was being a little salty and shit watching the game. But the Timberwolves, man, they just kept scratching and scratching, fighting back, and they did not quit, man. They did not fold, and that's key, man. The key is never folding, man. And they didn't fold. They got a lot of veteran players, a lot of mature players on the team, even though a lot of these guys are not so-called, vets. You know what I mean? But you have a lot of young players on that team that's very mature for their age. So. You just got to give credit to them and the coaching staff for keeping them alive in the game, and give credit to the young men that kept themselves together. You know what I'm saying? When there's been a lot being said, and especially for Anthony Edwards, you know what I'm saying? A lot's being said. He's doing a lot of talking and stuff like that, and he's backing it up. You know what I'm saying? He's backing it up. I like Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man is the truth. That nigga can ball straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Michael Jordan's son is the truth out here. You know what I'm saying? And, I see niggas out here talking about, oh, man, people got to stop it with this Mike comparison. I ain't got to stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. You put these niggas' pictures side by side, nigga. You ain't about to tell me that ain't that nigga offspring. Or if that's not Michael Jordan's son, that nigga's related to Jordan, period. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, that nigga's related to a goddamn Michael Jordan pops or something, you know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, this nigga looks way too much like this man. He has the athletic ability the same way as Jordan did. And, it's just kind of crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? That people are running around this bitch like this is some kind of out of the unordinary conspiracy that this nigga might really be this nigga's son. I think it's really his son. And I don't give a fuck about what no Charles Barkley talking about. I don't give a fuck about what no nigga on YouTube talking about. You know what I mean? Every time the boy come out here, I think he heard about being compared to Mike, and they asked him, did they want that to stop? But then the nigga get out here the other day and said that he got the Jordan chromosome DNA. Like, bro, how many times they gonna play right in your face? They gonna play right in your face. This what these people in these higher ups and shit they do. They play right in your face. You know what I'm saying? So he's up here saying this shit like, oh nah, nah, Ant-Man, he just being funny, yo. He just being funny. That's all. That nigga not being funny. That nigga dead ass. He's dead ass. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, time will tell all truths at the end of the day. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to what people call the fake Kobe and Jason Tatum, and what people are saying that I'm calling right now is the fake Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to a Timberwolves and goddamn Celtics Kobe versus Mike. It's the closest thing we can get to Kobe versus Mike at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Anything else was, they would never meet in the finals. It was what it was. But this is probably the closest we can get to Kobe versus Mike. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that matchup in the NBA Finals. That would be crazy if that happened. Or maybe, we'll see. Either way, I think the Celtics should definitely make it to the Finals. But, whether Kyrie coming back to the Garden would be crazy. But, I kind of don't want to see Luka in them, because I think that, they're gonna try to give Luka a ring, man. If Luka get past them boys, man, that's why I gotta sleep on it. But if Luka and them get past them boys, man, they might try to give Luka that ring, man. Real talk, straight up and down. I ain't even gonna sit up here and hold y'all niggas on that. But and y'all know I'm a big Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? But they let Luka get in there, man. They might try to get that. They gonna give that nigga the title. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I mean? The Celtics gonna have to show me something. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But anyway. But yeah, man, you got big contribution, man, from Nas Reed off that bench, man. He was big time. They went Timberwolves shot 10 for 34, 29%. That's really not that good. I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean with y'all. That's poor percentage. Same when it comes down to the field goal percentage. They only shot 39%. What really kind of helped them out really was the free throws. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the free throw line 30 times and shooting at 86%, making 26 free throws. So they got 26 of their points pretty much from the free throw line. And that spells for a recipe of disaster at the end of the day. As to where the Nuggets pretty much had this game strong. They just kind of collapsed down the end and just was missing. They couldn't buy a fucking bucket. They couldn't buy a bucket, man. All the millions of dollars that them niggas be out here making, them niggas couldn't buy a bucket if they wanted to. All them niggas was brick cold. Every single last one of them. Joker, brick cold. Murray, brick cold. Caldwell Pope, brick cold. Michael Porter Jr. finally hit a shot. But for the most part, like I said, brick cold for the most of the game. Aaron Gordon ain't give you shit. You know what I'm saying? They completely got him out the game. As you see, the Nuggets shot 41%, which is a little better than what the Timberwolves shot. They shot 8 for 33 from the three-ball line. They were just willing to die on the three. Both teams really was willing to die by the three. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole fact. Both teams was willing to die on the hill of the three-ball line. Yes, they was. And the Nuggets died a horrible death. 24% from the goddamn three-ball line. I mean, at some point in time, you just got to find your offense and get better shots and get easier looks at the end of the day, which Mike Malone did not do. He did not adjust no shape, form, or fashion. They just kept doing little rotations, kicking and pushing, and fucking shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much, as the defending champs, they pretty much started playing fucking panic ball down the stretch of the game, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, watching the game, I felt like they started to play panic ball down the stretch with the Timberwolves jumping on their ass. Timberwolves jumping on their ass, then get back in the game, tie the game, then get in the league, then get a little bit of the stretch of the league. Once they got that lead up to about like 5, I felt like the Nuggets was just playing desperation ball. And it was too early for them to be playing desperation ball. Like, you still had a lot of time left in the game. But, they just crashed out, man. I'm going to keep it a dollar bean with y'all, man. The Nuggets just flat out crashed out, man, at the end of the game, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. It is what it is. But salute to the Timberwolves, man, getting it done. Salute to the Indiana Pacers. We're gonna do the live. I don't know if I do a live stream, but we'll do the predictions for Tuesday and Wednesday's night's games. That would be in the Boston Celtics, the 2024 NBA champs. You know what I'm saying? Just not yet. Wait on it, niggas. I said wait on it, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Calm down over there. You know what I'm saying? The Boston Celtics versus the Indiana Pacers. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that matchup. That's going to be a great matchup right there. And then Wednesday night, you know what I'm saying? We out west with it with the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. You know what's crazy too? Is that when they won that last game and they forced Game 7, and I was watching the Inside the NBA, and they said, oh, the Timberwolves haven't got to a Game 7 in 20 years. I immediately went to my phone to look up when was the last time that the Timberwolves 20 what happened 20 years ago with the Timberwolves. And 20 years ago from that date, from the other night, was when KG and them won Game 7. That's when I felt like, okay, these niggas about to get it done. I really felt like they was going to get it done, but when I started paying attention to the game for real, they was getting their ass cracked. I'm like, fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, because I know I hate getting them predictions wrong, man. I be hating that shit, but, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all niggas, the Nuggets was going down, man, this round. It is what it is. So them, the Timberwolves and the Mavericks, that's going to be, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy right there. So we got a hellified Eastern and Western Conference Finals coming up, and I'm all looking forward, man. I'm with all the smoke when it comes down to that, man. So anyway, Anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.